Hi, I'm Matt Stamp. I am a Tai Chi lifetime student of the art. Tai Chi takes a lifetime to master, and I'm a very sincere practitioner. And I started Tai Chi in a park here in Richmond, Virginia. Tai Chi was my first martial art. And my sister told me there's a guy teaching martial arts, it just happened to be Tai Chi. So, Tai Chi was my first martial art, and I really liked it. We did Badwa Jin in the park, Six Healing Sounds, some calisthenics, and the Yang short form. And so, Tai Chi was my very first martial arts. There's Wilson Pitts. He taught in the park for over 30 years. Was a student of Robert Smith. He would drive up to have private lessons with Robert W. Smith, who was a student of Chin Man Ching. And so later on, a college student told me about Coach Ho Wei Chi teaching at the Parks and Recreation. She was from China. She taught the 24 form, the Yang Long form, straight sword, push hands, and she took us to Shanghai, China. She taught both Wushu and Tai Chi, both modern and traditional. And so Coach was really helpful in my development, and I never wanted to compete. Believe me, I was into meditation and yoga, and I was an art student, and I worked at a vegetarian restaurant. I had no interest in wanting to fight, doing that kind of stuff. So, but she took us to Taste of China. Here's a demo at Taste of China one year. Master Wei Long Huang, he passed away, unfortunately. But that was Taste of China in 1988, if you can see that at the bottom there. And so, once I started getting good at push hands and started competing in push hands, that was where things started getting a little bit more martial for me. And then, we went to China, and that was one of my first competitions. China was my first competition, and then started doing Taste of China, United States, Wushu Federation events, the Kuoshu events, things like that. I started getting more into doing more competition stuff. And of course, I would still go to the park and practice with different people, like really good people, like my chiropractor was a really good Tai Chi person and taught in Lincoln Park in D.C. And yes, I understand, that wasn't a intentional hopping backwards. That was a real push on me. So I understand people can get pushed. I've been on the receiving end of amazing pushes where I've had to hop back. But when it gets into the woo-woo over-the-top demos, that's where I have a problem. And that's where I'm going to speak up and call it out for what it is. I'll take the brunt of being the asshole who has to say it, but I'm going to say it and call it out for what it is. Because when you want to go push hands with certain people and they don't want to push hands with you, and being an expert, then there's something shady about that. Eventually I started, sparring at Chinese Martial Arts Institute and going to open sparring at other places too, which led me into, starting to go to smokers and wanting to fight on the Lei Tai at some of these Kung Fu events. This was actually at a Muay Thai smoker, but they had Sancho was allowed also. So yeah, I wanted to put my Tai Chi to the test. Hate me for doing that. I'm in the top less than 1% of Tai Chi people who are willing to do that. We're a breed of our own. So hate me if you want, that's totally fine, but I'm going to speak out because I don't think Tai Chi's going in the right direction. The woo-woo is now becoming the real, and the real martial art is now being called out as fake. So that's okay. So best on your journey. I just want to share mine. I love Tai Chi and I love push hands, but I don't like seeing the direction it's going with some of this woo-woo stuff. Because Tai Chi is a great martial art. But I don't like the smoke and mirrors, the illusion of it being, a martial art just because you have a one-dimensional push hand trick. So, good luck to you on your journey. Peace out.